Welcome, salutations. This is going to be a quick little video about some preparation for the outdoors and survival tips. More than just like survival situations, just a way to be prepared to just start your own fire and in your campsite with ease and be able to do that again and again. So, this is what we're working with here. A couple different tools. And let us begin. So, I'm going to take these rings off just so I'm safe when I play with this knife and scissors. So, here we just have lint from the dryer, and the lint from the dryer is highly flammable. If you were to add any petroleum jelly to this lint from the dryer, it's even more volatile. I wouldn't suggest doing that. You can have a lot of success and start a lot of different fires with this just being put in a small pouch in one of your backpacks. Know that this is highly flammable. Everything that you're going to put in this little pouch and any backpack that you're going to keep anywhere, keep it away from heat sources like the heat vents and things of that nature, because it's highly flammable. All this stuff is going to be dangerous if you don't use mindfulness. But as soon as we use a little bit of mindfulness, then safety comes into play, and no worries, no worries. So we're gonna do this one first, and I'm gonna represent this in half, and we're playing with flammable materials. So first, I'm gonna melt one of these sides so it closes up. So we close it without having anything flammable next to it. Know that your clothes can be flammable when doing any of this stuff, and be careful. So I'm gonna fluff this up prior to adding petroleum jelly to it. Kind of pull it apart and down so it goes into this container better, and it holds more of the viscous material. And then we're going to measure here, cut a little extra. Right. Come into the petroleum jelly, get a generous amount going on in there. Just kind of move it all around in there, and then the excess can just go out or something somewhere. We're gonna have this guy nice and lubricated. Send and spin. Get that guy in there. Wipe off any of the excess here. Send it down, so you have enough area to melt this other side. It's a little breezy, but there you have one of these little packets that we're going to work with. So we've started another one. Sometimes just make it skinnier, a little longer. It'll be alright. And these are little air watertight packs. And then now we're going to come on to this fluff of cotton that came from just a pillow. Get a little bit of that Vaseline petroleum jelly in there. Get it to spin in. If this is what you got, this is what you got. The striker. Just pack that guy in there. Bingo. I'm actually really liking the Q-tip for a couple reasons. It's remnants of a match to hold on to. Pretty fast and easy to get two of them ready. Waste not, whatnot. As the breeze calmed down, it's quite a bit easier to just use the lighter. I apologize for that. A little too long, so just cut that matchstick down. Presto. And there we've got a couple of these things, right? I would even also also put them inside with this other fire starting kit. And you can make as many of these as you need if you have kids and they are responsible with their fire tending habits. Then they can definitely have a quick pack that gets you where you need to be with just a little preparation prior to heading to the woods, because this just makes starting a fire really quick, really easy, and takes a lot of the hassle out of wondering, am I going to be able to start a fire? Because even now, with the little breeze, it's just doing what it's doing to the lighter, and the lighter is not wanting to listen to staying lit. So that can become a complication for you, right? And let's just take some of this, get some of this on it. Come into this metal pot. And I wanted to show you this as well, because this is pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. This other side already has some of them in it. So this is a little striker from Boy Scouts. They're not expensive. So on this side, that's brand new, and this side where it's brand new, it's nice and smooth. It's nice and you can hear where I've cut gouges in it and where I haven't. So, and how to use this. So get a good grip and come up on the knife. Up here, it kind of works, but up, down in the meat of the knife, it works really well without grooves if you actually apply a pressure and get to where you're not going to cut yourself, and so on and so forth, right? At any rate, once you take a little moment to cut grooves, it's much larger of spark and explosion. Be very careful. Just cut this way, a couple of grooves in it, make little channels so it jumps back and forth, and then there you have it. And it's actually quite quick to get fire going with a little petroleum jelly and a little cotton and a spark. So yeah, you can see how you can just open this up, cut one of the ends off with your knife, and you can reclose it if you take some of this out and put it on any other kind of kindling, or just don't burn this, don't melt the plastic and get rid of it in a different way. the cotton can just burn and you'll be alright. So yeah, I also wanted to get into a little something else with this guy. This guy's done for. Was also, well, it's breezy and a little windy right now to where the lighter lights, but it's blowing itself out quite rapidly. It was kind of being a pain to close these up outside out here, but so let's get this guy put out. That is done for. I'm just going to use this paper to catch, and so you can kind of see what I'm doing better. We're going to come in here with the flint, and just not let it make a spark, but grind back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Get a pile of it going on. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. And it makes a large spark to where you can get more kindling and come in with something that'll catch fire with from that spark, something small enough and aerated enough that is a spider web of thin anything. It's so hard not to make it spark, especially under pressure a little bit. You kind of apply pressure and it will singe and fire up. You just get enough of that. And you can even take it apart and use your knife and scrape out enough of it. You can sort of do that with these as well. It will wear it down quite a bit more. Scrape shavings in there, and then it will work. Just to save time, we're not gonna get into recording me trying to prove that has enough to ignite. It truly does. So yeah, something fun to do. And then these guys go in your pouch, in your fire kit, in any backpack that you are going to take with you, that goes camping with you, in your tackle box, and anywhere really, that in the car. You can have this bag in the car just in case, so you're ready with any kind of, and even this can just go in a plastic bag. Because if you just put it in there without taking care of it, it's going to get wet if that gets wet. So if that gets wet, then you're in for waiting. This way, This is good and dry, waiting for you. And these are inside these little capsules with accelerant added to it that truly take just a quick spark that like you did see in the demonstration. And yeah, thank you so much. Pretty much any old pocket knife will do. I was going to use a razor blade from work, the X-Acto knife blades, but because that will work if that's all you have. Grab what you got and use what you have to your most, to better your situation and to your advantage. And yeah, I would highly suggest just getting one of these and putting it on your key ring, putting it possibly in this bug out bag pocket with the rest of maybe a couple lighters that don't work. Even lighters that die right here, when you pop off the cap, it's still got 50 to 100 lights without it on. They may be faint, but they're enough to start a fire and save your life, save your sanity, save your situation, make it a little plusher, make it a little nicer, and keep you just in high spirits, because oftentimes trying to even start a fire is psychologically horrible if we're at a certain point and we fail. If we fail starting a fire, it's not the best idea to just try and start a fire anytime that you're just cold, because you can warm up different ways, and we'll get into some of that too. But for now, I think that is going to end this video. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Please like, share, subscribe if you found value in this video. And yeah, thank you so much.